Have you ever pondered the impact of global conflicts on neighboring nations? Let's consider the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan and its profound effect on Pakistan's military. In the late 70s, the Soviets stormed into Afghanistan, rattling the geopolitical balance in South Asia. This invasion sent shockwaves through neighboring Pakistan, which felt a significant threat to its security. For Pakistan, the situation was akin to having a bear on its doorstep. At this critical juncture, Pakistani President Zia-ul-Haq found himself at the helm, steering the nation amidst rising tensions. Zia-ul-Haq, a military man himself, understood the gravity of the situation. His response was to bank on the nation's military might, bolstering its power and influence. He initiated policies of militarization, viewing them as the paramount response to the looming threat. The crisis became an opportunity for the military to reassert its dominance within Pakistan's political landscape. As a result, a resurgence in the power and influence of Pakistan's military was ignited. The impending threat swiftly led to a double-edged process in Pakistan: militarization and Islamization. As the Soviet invasion loomed, Pakistan's President Zia-ul-Haq saw an opportunity. He implemented policies that not only bolstered the nation's military power, but also deeply embedded Islamic principles into the fabric of its society. Zia-ul-Haq's militarization policy was a strategic response to the Soviet threat. Pakistan's military was not just a defensive force anymore. It became a cornerstone of the nation's identity. The military's influence permeated beyond the barracks, seeping into the country's politics. This was a deliberate move aimed at ensuring the military's dominance and relevance in the face of an international crisis. Parallel to militarization, Zia-ul-Haq also embarked on a path of Islamization. He believed in the unifying power of religion, using it as a tool to solidify national identity and unity. Mosques were no longer just places of worship. They became hubs of social and political activity, where people rallied around a common cause. Islamic principles were integrated into the legal and educational systems, further entrenching Islam into every aspect of daily life. These policies, militarization and Islamization, were two sides of the same coin. They were not just reactions to an external threat, but strategic moves designed to consolidate power internally. The military's role expanded, and Islam became an integral part of the national narrative. In this climate of fear and uncertainty, Pakistan found itself becoming a critical player on the global stage. As the conflict deepened, Pakistan became a conduit for international aid, primarily from the United States and Saudi Arabia. This was not a mere role of middleman, but a calculated move that poised Pakistan as a key player in the geopolitical chessboard. With the world superpowers backing the Afghan Mujahideen, Pakistan found itself in a unique position to bolster its military prowess. The support extended to the Mujahideen wasn't just material, it was strategic. The Pakistani military provided training and tactical insights, creating a symbiotic relationship that fortified both parties. This cooperation didn't just enhance the military's capabilities on the ground, it solidified its role in the nation's political landscape. Moreover, it led to a paradigm shift in Pakistan's military strategy. The military began to see the value in non-institutional insurgent groups, not as liabilities, but as strategic assets. These groups, unpredictable and unbounded by traditional military protocols, offered a new dimension to warfare. This strategy not only boosted Pakistan's military might, but also revealed the strategic value of using non-institutional insurgent groups as assets. These series of events paved the way for a new era of power dynamics within Pakistan. The term deep state is often used to describe the military's outsized influence in Pakistan's politics, a concept that holds significant weight when understanding the country's post-Soviet invasion landscape. The Soviet invasion of Afghanistan was not just an international conflict, but a catalyst that solidified the military's power within Pakistan. Amidst the turmoil, Pakistan's military seized the opportunity to expand its influence, becoming an essential cog in the geopolitical machine. It was a time of great transition where the military's role extended beyond mere defense, intertwining deeply with the nation's political fabric. This strengthening of the military birthed what we now refer to as the deep state in Pakistan, a state within a state where the military held sway over key political decisions, often operating behind the scenes. The military, once a tool of the state, had now become a significant influencer, shaping policies and direction. The Soviet invasion of Afghanistan thus played an integral role in cementing the military's power and establishing the deep state in Pakistan. It was during this era that the military realized the strategic value of using non-institutional insurgent groups as assets, a tactic that would further solidify their power and influence in the years to come. Thus, an international conflict had a lasting impact on the internal politics and the military structure of Pakistan, a ripple effect that still resonates today.